ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सम्पाद्य ज्ञानं च विधाय भक्तिं विलोकितो येन समाधिराजः वैराग्यवन्तं सुविचारयुक्तं नमामि योगं शिरसा गुरुं तम्। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। नमो ज्ञानेश्वरा, नमो ज्ञानेश्वरा, निवृत्ति उदारा सोपान देवा, मुक्ताबाई नमो, त्रिभुवन पावनी, आद्यत्रय जननी देवांशी। Vedas, they are confined or their reach it's till three gunas, sattva, raja and tam. Bhagavanta said that Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha Nistragunyo Bhavardhana. You must go beyond Sattva, Raja and Tamoguna. Because all the three gunas, they are going to bind you. So better you should be or you should become Brahma or Nirguna, where there are no attributes, no qualities, nothing. You are completely free from all the problems. That Chaitanya you become. Now, so much is said in our Vedas. What to study, from where to start, or what activity or what practice I should take. All these things are there. Then Bhagavan said, though in our Vedas everything is said, still you follow great people, what they did, you also follow the same. If Swami Chinmayananda or Sadguru Jogu Maharaj, if they went to a teacher, they learned all the scripture, they started with grammar, they learned Panchadashi, Jnaneshwari, Vichar Sagar and Gita, then you also learn Panchadashi, Vichar Sagar, Jnaneshwari and Vyakarana. If you are satisfied with that, this much or the portion whatever you have learned, then you practice that, understand more and more deeper. If you are not satisfied, then go to Uttar Kashi, how our Pujya Gurudev went to Uttar Kashi and learned all the Prasthantrayas, Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, Bhagavad Gita thoroughly with Shankar Bhashya. You do that. So Bhagavan said, there is water everywhere, but how much water you will take? The amount of water which you need, that much water only you will take. In the same way, there is so much said in Vedas. Knowledge has been imparted in diverse ways. Whatever is required for your growth or for whatever is required to attain Paramatma, happiness, you take up that much and move further. Now, having explained this, Bhagwan takes up very important topic. In order to know Paramatma or in order to understand my true nature or in order to realize Brahman, what I should have. Now Bhagavan says you have to have purity of mind and two things only you need. Purity of mind and clarity of thoughts. These two things you need. One is purity of mind. If mind is pure, you will realize Paramatma. You will know Paramatma vividly. If clarity of thoughts are there, explicitly you will understand what is Paramatma and what is your nature. So these two things are very much essential, mandatory to understand my nature. So Bhagwan says, when your this ashuddhata, malinata, when that goes away, you will realize Paramatma. Very important topic. Whenever you come to Vedanta, they will say Chitta Shuddhi is must. You must have pure mind. So what is that impurity? What is that impurity? Bhagwan is going to give the answer in this sloka. So Bhagwan says wrong thinking is actually impurity. Wrong thinking or moha, attachment is actually wrong thinking. And when that attachment goes away, you are going to realize Paramatma. You know, when moha goes away, then Vairagya will dawn. Once Vairagya comes, then you will easily understand your nature. See, if you study any Vedantic text, they will say you need Shamadhi Shata. Means what? Shama, Viveka, you need all qualifications. Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampanna you should be. Like that they will start. Any Vedantic text. They'll say you should have Vivek. They'll say you should have Vairagya. Then Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhan, Mumukshutva. If you have all these things, you will realize Brahman. You will realize yourself. You will realize what is the greatest happiness. What is your real nature. Who am I? That you will realize. So Bhagavan now says, Vairagya is very, very important to realize Paramatma. When this Vairagya will come, when your moha, wrong thinking goes, Paramatma will stand in front of you. And what is that wrong thinking? Moha. I am this body. This world is real. My problems are real. This thinking is called moha. Now let us see. And that moha is called impurity in this sloka. So everywhere we go to listen discourses, they'll say Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Shuddhi. But tell us what is Chitta Ashuddhi? What is impurity? So wrong thinking is Chitta Ashuddhi. I'll read the sloka. Very beautiful and important sloka. Yada te moha kalilam buddhirvyatitarishati tada gantasi nirvedam श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च. So whatever is known, you go beyond that known boundary. So Bhagavan says, now we'll do Vigraha, Yada, when or whenever, te, moha, kalilam. Kalilam, impurity. What is that? Moha. Moha cha asau kalilam. Moha kalilam. Buddhi, your think, your intellect. Vyatitarishati tada. See, when and then. So when and then there is a pair. Just like yatra, tatra, yada, tada, yatha, tata. They will come always together like that. If yada comes in front, tada will be there. Tada gantasi nirvedam. Shrotavyasya krutasya cha. Very beautiful. Now we will see Anvaya. Yada. Yada, whenever. Te, your buddhi, intellect. Moha kalilam vyatitarishati. When your intellect will transgress the wrong thinking. What is that wrong thinking? I am body and my problems are real. This world is real. This kind of thinking is called moha. Right now we think I am body only. Right now my understanding this world is real only. So that is called moha. And because of that, Vairagya is not coming. So Bhagavan says that moha kalilam, when wrong thinking goes away, you transgress that wrong thinking, then tada shrotavyasya, that which you are going to hear, shrutasya cha, that what you heard before about all those things, nirvedam gantas, you will have dispassion or vairagya towards all these things when your wrong thinking goes away. For example, you want to buy a house, and if you know that house is mithya, there won't be desire to buy that house. Or if you want a car, if you know this car is mithya, this car is going to give me a lot of problems, then there won't be desire to buy that car. So Bhagavan says when wrong thinking goes, wrong thinking is substituted by right thinking, then whatever you have heard in past, oh, this is so nice, that is so nice, that will not tempt you. That will not attract you. That will not pull you towards themselves. Srotavyasya, and what you are going to hear in future, this is very beautiful, that is very beautiful. You go there, this will be very nice. Nothing is going to attract. Nothing is going to pull you down. When when your wrong thinking goes away, then you see now what Bhagavan says, wonderful words. Bhagavan and Mr. Maharaj says, Tu aisa tai hosi, जै मोहाते या सांडिसी आणि वैराग्य मानसी संचरेल तू ऐसा तई होसी. तू ऐसा तई होसी. ऐसा means विरक्त, or you will go beyond three gunas when aisa tai hosi, when jai mohate ya sandisi, when you cast away this wrong thinking. Jai, when mohate, wrong thinking, ya sandisi, when you throw away this wrong thinking from your head, then what will happen? Vairagya manasi sancharela, and this dispassion, non-attachment will enter in your heart. So once Vairagya is there, you are the king of this whole world. Right now, what is our idea? Elon Musk, who has the highest wealth in this world, he is the rich, happiest person. If you come to the realm of spirituality, they say one who has utmost vairagya, dispassion, is the richest person in this world. Because if you have one thing, of one son, that one son's problem will be your problem. You have one son, and his 100 problem will be your 100 problem. Imagine a person who has two children, then his problem will be more or less, more only. Like that, if I have one house, how many problem I will have? 50 problems, because neighbor is fighting, there is no proper water is coming, there is no drainage line, there is something with the road is going from your place only, so people are disturbing. 50 problems. If you have five houses in five different places, how many problems? 5 into 5, 250 problems. So, and the person who doesn't have children, sannyasi, how many problems he has? 100 problem minus. A sannyasi who doesn't have five houses, 20 to 50 problems minus. So one who doesn't have anything, he is actually rich. Vairagya manasi sancharela jai mohateya sandasi. When you give up, cast away this moha, wrong thinking, then vairagya will come to your mind. And once you get vairagya, knowledge is not far away from you. मग निष्कळंक गहन उपजेल आत्मज्ञान तेने निताडे होईल मन अपैसे तुझे मग निष्कळंक गहन उपजेल आत्मज्ञान तेने निताडे होईल मन अपैसे तुझे. Once you give up wrong thinking, right thinking will take place. Right thinking will help you to throw away all things which you have heard before, which you will hear in the future. Everything you will easily give up. Then what will happen once you give up everything? What to do then? Don't worry. मग निष्कळंक गहन उपजेल आत्मज्ञान. Atmajnana उपजेल. Then divine knowledge will takes place in your heart. See the process. Wrong thinking, casted. Right thinking, takes place. Then Vairagya. When Vairagya is at peak level, knowledge dawns. And how is this knowledge? Nishkalanka. There is no kalanka in the sense fault in that knowledge. You know, there are many people in this world, they say, we have divine knowledge. We have divine knowledge. We tell, okay, tell what is your divine knowledge. They say the space around us is Paramatma. So, a Vedanta can find fault in their knowledge. Or few people come, they say, in the two eyes, in the two eyebrow of your thing, there is a Paramatma. So this is not flawless or faultless knowledge. But when you have Vairagya, when you give up wrong thinking, and when you enter into the realm of Shastra, right thinking will take place. So, Nishkalanka, flawless knowledge. Nobody can find single flaw in your knowledge. And Gahana, very deep knowledge. You will acquire very deep knowledge about spirituality or about Paramatma. There are so many people in the world. If you ask, do you know Paramatma? They will say, I have seen Paramatma. If you ask one question, a simple one question that, okay, if you have seen Paramatma, then Paramatma must be Jada. They'll say, what are you talking? I have seen Paramatma. I don't know anything. This is called agahana knowledge. Like not complete knowledge they have. For example, if I see this watch, then this watch is mithya, or it is going to disintegrate sooner or later. The same way, if I say I have seen Paramatma, means Paramatma also will become Jada. Just like this watch I am seeing means what? This watch is Jada. Jada means this watch cannot know itself. This watch cannot know others. So if I say I know Paramatma, I have seen Paramatma means that Paramatma also will become Jada. This kind of thinking only Vedanta gives. No any guru, nothing. Only Vedanta gives this. No guru, no matter how many lakhs of people are sitting to listen his words. Crores of people adore that person. Only Vedanta Shastra gives deeper knowledge about Paramatma. So this Nishkalanka Gahana, faultless and deep knowledge will dawn in your heart. What is the use of such knowledge where we have to give up everything, wrong thinking, this family, this, that, everything, and we have to listen Vedanta? What is the use of this? Tene nitsade hoil man. Once you listen to this knowledge, your mind, your mind will become nishkam or moreover thoughtless. Once knowledge takes place, I understand I am not body and this world is not real. Then there are no more thoughts going on in your mind. मन निचाडे होईल तेने आत्मज्ञाने. आत्मज्ञाने तेने मन माइंड निचाडे होईल. निचाडे, there won't be any chard, there won't be any movement, there won't be any thoughts in your mind. What is our problem right now? If I sit quietly, nobody is around me, but thoughts, they keep on oscillating in my mind. And thoughts are there, means problems are there. So if I want to get rid of all the thoughts, what should I do? All the problems, what should I do? Get rid of all the thoughts. Okay, if I want to get rid of all the thoughts, what should I do? Have divine knowledge. Okay, okay, okay. If I want to get divine knowledge, what should I do? Take, have vairagya. Okay, okay. What should I do to have vairagya? Give up wrong thinking. Listen Vedanta. That's all. Okay, then after the Atma Jnana, divine knowledge dawns up in my mind. And after that, do I have to do anything? Once you are prepared sadhaka and you get knowledge on the top of it, you don't have to do anything after that. That is why Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, apaise tujhe, apaise, effortlessly, your mind will become no mind. This is how the language of Mandukya Upanishad. Mind becoming no mind. Or thoughtful mind becoming thoughtless mind. Apaise mana nizade hoila. Beautiful. Here nothing to say. So once your mind becomes thoughtless, or once you understand I am thoughtless Paramatma, where thoughts are not there, in that Paramatma I am, then तेथाणिक काही जाणावे कामागिला ते स्मरावे हे अर्जुना आगवे पारुषेल. तेथ अनेक काही जाणावे कामागिला ते स्मरावे हे अर्जुना आगवे पारुषेल. तेथ अनेक काही जाणार. Once divine knowledge is there, your mind is completely aligned with the wisdom of Vedas, then Tetha Anika Kahi Janave, then thereafter nothing is remaining to know. For example, you have taken divine knowledge, you are Brahman, then after that nothing to know. Because whatever I am going to know, that will be mithya knowledge only. Because Padartha itself, the objects itself is mithya. Knowledge of that mithya Padartha will be mithya jnana. So after that, having gained divine knowledge, I am Brahman, you don't have to know something else. If you know something else, that is your choice. But it is not out of some gain or out of some desire you know something. Very deep topic. This is, we will move further. Ka magilate smarave, or whatever you have remembered while you were studying, or whatever scriptures you have remembered. Do I have to recall all these things after realization? See, I got realization. And I have, in order to get that realization, I studied Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita. I memorized all the slokas. Do I have to recall them? No need. No need to recall all those. If you recall them just out of your love for those words, because those words help you to realize. So in order to pay gratitude towards those words and those teachers, if you say such words, those words, if you repeat them, no problem. But you don't have to depend on anything for your emotion. You don't have to depend on anyone for your independency. And what will happen? Hey Arjuna Agave Parushela. So what I want, I have to know. You don't have to know anything. What I have to remember, you don't have to remember. Agave Parushela. Everything will go away, O Arjuna, Bhagavan says. Beautiful poem. Then whatever thoughts I have, whatever doubts I have, those doubts also will slowly disappear. Shruti vipratipanna te yada sthasyati nischala samadhavachala buddhihi तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि श्रुति विप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चला समाधावचला बुद्धिः तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि. So we have heard all the scriptures or whatever is required for self-realization, we have heard that. But while doing Shravanam, while listening, we had some doubts. Samshaya, Vipratipannaha. Whatever samshaya you had, all those samshaya also, they will become nischal. All the doubts, they will settle down. All the doubts, they will merge. And this intellect, which is very capable of abiding in Paramatma, that or that intellect also will become one with Paramatma. That intellect will know I, myself, I and Paramatma, they are nothing. At that moment, you will have yoga sthiti. Tada yogam avapsati. First I told meaning because I couldn't bear, I couldn't resist myself from telling the meaning. So, after divine knowledge, your mind will become thoughtless. Then whatever doubts were there during Shravana, that also will settle down, and your mind or even and your buddhi, intellect, will become one with Paramatma, and you will have yoga sukha. Means you will get yoga sthiti. Means what? You will become very thorough in karma yoga. Nishkam karma yoga will become very thorough. You will do work. You will not expect anything. That's it. After divine knowledge also, the work will continue. It will not stop. So now, Vigraha. Shruti vipratipanna yada sthasyati nischala samadhau achala buddhi tada yogam avapsasi. Meaning, I told you yada tada is a pair. Yada Shruti vipratipanna ते बुद्धिः निश्चला भूत्वा समाधौ अचला स्थास्यति तदा योगम अवाप्स्यसि. Now it is very very clear. यदा श्रुति विप्रतिपन्ना ते बुद्धिः निश्चला भूत्वा is provided here. समाधौ अचला स्थास्यति तदा योगम अवाप्स्यसि. Means what? Now Bhagavan is saying, when intellect, your intellect, which was carrying all the samshaya, Shruti Vipratipanna, when they heard Vedas, Upanishad, that time there were some doubts, ambiguity. That intellect, Shruti Vipratipanna te buddhi, that intellect, Nischala, when it becomes calm, there are no doubts, no samshaya, no viparya, no asambhavana, no viparit bhavana, nothing. That buddhi, samadho achala sthiti, when that buddhi becomes stable, achala, stable in atma, when intellect which has many doubts become stable in atma, that time yogam avapsesi. You will attain this niskama karma yoga. You will connect yourself with Paramatma. इंद्रियांचिया संगति जिये पसरु होत से मति ते स्थिर होई लमागुति आत्मस्वरूपी. इंद्रियांची संगती जिये पसरू होतसे मती ते स्थिर होईल मागुती आत्मस्वरूपी. इंद्रियांची संगती, संगती with the contact or with all these sense organs. इंद्रियांची संगती जी पसरू होत असे मती, मती माइंड, जिये जिये मती इंद्रियांच्या संगती पसरू होत असे, that intellect which shatters or which goes in different direction because of all the sense organs. See the sentence. जे मती इंद्रियांची संगती पसरू होत असे ते स्थिर होईल मागुती आत्मस्वरूपी. That intellect when it stabilizes herself in Paramatma, or that intellect when it gets established in Paramatma. Simple. Intellect before it was going through the sense organ in diverse way. Now that intellect has become settled or established or abide in Paramatma. Then you will attain निष्काम कर्म योग स्थिति समाधि सुखी केवळ जय बुद्धी होईल निश्चळ तै पावसी तू सकळ योग स्थिती समाधि सुखी केवळ जय बुद्धी होईल निश्चळ तै पावसी तू सकळ योग स्थिती. समाधि सुखी केवळ. इन समाधि सुख, here samadhi sukha means eyes closed and chanting. Samadhi means Parama. In one of the commentary, Samadhi means Atma, self. Samadhi Sukhi Keval in Atma Sukha. Now I don't need happiness coming from objects. I don't need any kind of objects. Now Samadhi Sukhi Keval, I am happy with myself. Best, best, best thing in life. I don't need some person to be happy. I don't need some place to be happy. I don't need some object to be happy. I am happy with myself. तै जै बुद्धि होईल निश्चळ. When our intellect निश्चळ, not flickering, not going here there, no oscillation at mind level or intellect. It is completely surrendered to आत्मस्वरूप. तै पावसी सकळ तै तै पावसी तू सकळ योग स्थिती. Then you will attain the complete union with Parama. Yoga means what? Yoga means union. You will become one with Paramatma when your intellect actually have the nischay that I am Paramatma. That time yoga sthiti you are going to get. Tay pavasi, jai buddhi hoila nischal. When intellect will become stable in Paramatma, tai, that time pavasi sakala yoga sthiti you are going to get yoga sthiti. You are going to become one with Paramatma. Now, when Arjuna hears all these things, obviously the question is going to come in Arjuna's mind. Please tell me something, some indicators about that person. You said so many things that this person will become one with Paramatma and then this, that. But I need some example to understand it. Arjuna asked a question. Arjuna says, Arjuna uvach sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhisthasya keshava स्थितधीः किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्. स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा समाधिस्थस्य केशव स्थितधीः किं प्रभाषेत किमासीत व्रजेत किम्. स्थित विग्रह स्थितप्रज्ञस्य का भाषा. Now Bhagwan gives different name because In earlier shloka, Bhagwan said, whose mind, whose intellect is stable in Paramatma. Now Bhagwan gives different names, Sthita Prajna. And Arjun says, Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha, Samadhisthasya Keshava, Sthitadhih kim prabhasheta, Kimasita Brajeta Kim. Two, three questions Arjuna has asked. Arjuna says, let us see the Anvaya. He Keshava, O Bhagavan Krishna, Samadhisthasya Sthitaprajnasya ka bhasha. Here bhasha means not language. What is the language of realized person? This is not a question. Bhagavan Arjuna asks, Sthitaprajnasya of a person whose intellect is completely merged in Paramatma and is stable. And Samadhisthasya. Samadhisthasya Sthitaprajnasya. Samadhi, I said Atma before only. So, whose intellect is completely stable in Atma or Paramatma. What are his indicators? How to identify such person? Samadhisthasya Sthitaprajnasya ka bhasha. What are the indicators to identify that person? Lakshana in simple. And Bhagavan says, Sthitadhihi kim pravasheta. How he talks. Sthitadhihi, another word Bhagavan gives. Sthitadhihi, one whose intellect is stable. Kim pravasheta. How does he talk? Or what do he talk? What does he talk? Kim asita? How does he live? Asita, asti, asita. How does he live? Or how he sits actually. Asita, how he sits means, in short, how he lives, how he performs action. That is his question. Or Swami Bodhatmananda Saraswati ji used to say, where he is rooted. When we sit somewhere, we are rooted somewhere. On the ground, on the chair. Where are we rooted? On the chair. So same way, Arjuna asked, where this Sthita Prajna is rooted? Kim Brajeta? How does he walk? Now, Arjuna is not interested how a realized person walks, but Arjuna wants to understand how he live his life, how he lead his life, how he live this world. All put together questions Arjuna has. Now Bhagavan is going to give beautiful series of shlokas after shlokas to answer Arjuna's beautiful question. See, when we hear about any Mahatma, we give excuse. "Oh, that was Ganeshwar Maharaj. I am a normal person. How I can become, great? Tukaram Maharaj is different. How I can become like Tukaram Maharaj?" Our excuses are like this. Arjuna is saying, Bhagwan, please tell me, what are their indicators? Kim Lakshanam? How he talks, how he walks, where he is rooted, everything you tell. Because Siddhasya Lakshanani Sadhakasya Sadhanani. Siddhasya Lakshanani Sadhakasya Sadhanani means whatever indicators of realized person, those indicators will become sadhana for a sadhaka. Means what? If Tukaram Maharaj is there, he is a Siddha Purush, everything over. Now, whatever actions he did or whatever sadhana he did, that will become my sadhana. If Tukaram Maharaj has done 1008 Parayanam of Ekanathi Bhagavad, then that I have to do. If Tukaram Maharaj has done 1008 Parayanam of Jnaneshwari, iterations, I have to do that. If Tukaram Maharaj knew everything, Bhagavatam, these, that, I have to know that. So their Lakshana will become my sadhana. their indicators will become my equipments, and I am going to achieve through or with the help of those equipments. Now you see the verse. तेथ अर्जुन म्हणे देवा हाची अभिप्रायो आगवा मी कुसेन आता सांगावा कृपा निधी. तेथ अर्जुन म्हणे देवा. There, after listening how is the realized person, Arjuna deva म्हणे, Arjuna says to Bhagwan, हाची अभिप्रायो आगवा, अभिप्रायो आगवा. Oh Bhagwan, whatever you have taught so far, I want to ask something more about. Hachi Abhiprava means whatever you have said so far, I want to ask a little bit detailed questions about what you said. Mi pusena ata sangava. I am going to ask you, oh Bhagwan, you please tell. Krupanidhi, please tell. Krupanidhi. You are the ocean or you are the repository of compassion. So you tell me, you see how Arjuna is talking to Bhagwan. Though he is friend of Bhagwan, but he is talking politely. Oh Bhagwan, you are Krupanidhi. So please tell me. Not that Arjuna, oh Krishna, you are my friend. You are my relative. You should tell me what I am asking. Very humbly, Arjuna is asking to Bhagwan. Oh Bhagwan, I am going to ask you what so far you have explained. Please elaborate more on that. Maga achyuta mane sukhe जे किरटी तुझनिके ते पुसपा उन्मेखे मनाचे नी. Then Bhagwan says, Maga achyuta mane sukhe. Happily Bhagwan says, Kirati, तुझनिके ते pus. Oh Arjuna. So when Arjuna says to Bhagwan, Oh Krupanidhi, please tell what I am going to ask. Bhagwan is very happy. Achyuta mane sukhi, with happiness, Bhagwan says, Kirti, oh the one who has Mukuta, Kirita on head. To the Nikete Puse, whatever you want, you ask. Nike means whatever is good, whatever you really desperately looking for, that you ask. Te Pusa, te, that you ask. Je, tuza Nike, te Pusa. That which is really good for you, that you ask. Pa unmekhe manacheni, having asked that, your mind will be blessed with knowledge. That kind of thing you ask. You see the way of conversation. Bhagwan says, whatever is good, that you ask. Bhagwan says, whatever is going to enlighten your mind, that you ask. Unmekhe manacheni te pusa. Manacheni unme, and with out of open mind. Two meanings you can take. One is that which is going to enlighten your mind, that you ask. Another meaning, with open heart. Unmekhe manacheni. Unmekhe means knowledge generally, but here with open heart, oh Arjuna, you ask. Fine. या बोला पार्थे मणितले सांगपा श्री कृष्णा ते काय मणिपे स्थित प्रज्ञा ते ओळखो केवी. या बोला पार्थे मणितले सांगपा श्री कृष्णा ते काय मणिपे स्थित प्रज्ञा ते ओळखो केवी. या बोला पार्थे, when Bhagwan said you ask open mindedly whatever you want to ask, then Arjuna started. या बोला पार्थे, या बोला whatever Bhagwan said. पार्थे मणितले, Arjuna said, Sangapa Sri Krishna te. Parthe Sri Krishna te manitale Sangapa. Partha said to Krishna, oh Krishna, please tell. काय म्हणिते स्थित प्रज्ञा ते ओळखो केली. How to recognize this sthita prajna? And who is the man who has stable mind? काय म्हणिते स्थित प्रज्ञा ते? Who is a person who has stable mind? And ओळखो केली, how to know that, how to recognize that person, you tell me. आणि स्थिर बुद्धी जो म्हणजे तो कैसा चिन्ही जाणीजे, जो समाधी सुख भुंजे अखंडित. आणि स्थिर बुद्धी जो म्हणजे तो कैसा चिन्ही जाणीजे, जो समाधी सुख भुंजे अखंडित. आणि स्थिर बुद्धी means again about the same person only he is asking. स्थिर बुद्धी जो म्हणजे जो स्थिर बुद्धि म्हणजे one who is known as स्थिर बुद्धि तो कैसा चिन्ह जाणिले. How to, what are the characteristics of such person. One who always enjoys uninterruptedly enjoys samadhi sukha, atma sukha. How to understand that person? What are his features, characteristics? Please, Bhagwan, tell me. जो अखंडित समाधि सुख भुंजे तो कैसा चिन्ह जानिले. The one who is uninterruptedly, completely merged into Atma. How do I know the qualities of such persons, attributes of such persons? Oh Bhagwan, please take. तो कवने स्थिति असे कैसे रूपी विलसे देवा सांगावे हे ऐसे लक्ष्मीपति. तो कवने स्थिति असे कैसे रूपी विलसे देवा सांगावे हे ऐसे लक्ष्मीपति. तो कवने स्थिति असे, in what situation he lives or how does he live. कैसे रूपी विलसे, with uh, means how he wanders here and there. कैसे रूपी विलसे, uh, how his external appearance is. कैसे रूपी विलसे means how does he look alike, how does he say things, in which condition he lives. देवा सांगावे हे ऐसे. O God, O Lord, please tell me all these things. Lakshmi Pati, O the husband of Lakshmi, please tell me. How does he live? How does he look alike? Everything you tell me, Deva. And once Arjuna asked these questions, then Krishna is very happy and he started telling to Arjuna. Before that, beautiful explanation of Lord Krishna is given. तव परब्रह्म अवतरणु जो षड्गुणाधिकरणु तो काय तेथ नारायणु बोलतु असे. तव परब्रह्म अवतरणु जो षड्गुणाधिकरणु तो काय तेथ नारायणु बोलतु असे. Now, who is this Krishna? Parabrahma Avataranu. Krishna is none other than pure consciousness which has taken form. Parabrahma, ultimate consciousness. Avataranu, avatar, one who has incarnated as the real consciousness, only incarnated as Bhagavan Krishna. Does he have any quality? Does he have any quality? Yes. जो षडगुणाधिकरणु, with 6 qualities, Yashashri, Audharya, Jnana, Vairagya, Aishwarya. With such qualities, now that Narayana Bhagavan, what he said, that will be the next sloka. So Kayate tha Narayanu bolata ase. What that Narayana says, that will be the next sloka. We will just read sloka. I see the sloka in next class. श्री भगवानुवाच प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः स्थितप्रज्ञस्तदोच्यते. प्रजहाति यदा कामान् सर्वान् पार्थमनोगतान् आत्मन्येवात्मना तुष्टः हितप्रज्ञस्तदोच्यते. हित शुद्ध तरी शत्रु मित्र होती व्याघ्रहीन खाती सर्पतया विषते अमृत आघात ते नीत अकर्तव्य नीत होय त्याची दुःख ते देईल सर्व सुख फळ होतील शीतळ अग्निज्वाला आवडेल जीवा जीवाचे परी सकळा अंतरी एक भाव चित्त शुद्ध तरी शत्रु मित्र होती व्याघ्रहीन खाती सर्पत तुका म्हणे कृपा केली नारायणी तुका म्हणे कृपा केली नारायणी तुका म्हणे कृपा केली नारायणी जाणी जेती अनुभवे जाणी ते येणे अनुभवी जाणी ते येणे अनुभवी चित्त शुद्ध तरी शत्रु मित्र होती चित्त शुद्ध तरी शत्रु मित्र होती व्याघ्रहीन खाती सर्पतया व्याघ्रहीन खाती सर्पतया व्याघ्रहीन खाती सर्पतया देव तुकाराम देव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम 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 पुंडलीक वरदा हरी विठ्ठल श्री ज्ञानदेव तुकाराम पंढरीनाथ भगवान की जय माऊली ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज की जय जगद्गुरु तुकाराम महाराज की जय सद्गुरु जोग महाराज की जय ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम